Hi everyone, how are we doing? What's cracking? I remember when I was back home in Airtel Nigeria, there's this trainer we had. He always come in and he's like, "What's cracking?" Then it used to be like, God, then you're just like trying, you're so tense, you want to learn, and he's just coming with this spirit, like, "What's cracking?" So I just remembered it and it's kind of funny. So, how are we all doing? I hope you're keeping well and we're keeping safe. I want to say a big thank you for everybody and everyone that has found this opportunity to come on board to allow me to share this space with you. Thank you very much. I believe we are keeping safe. School resumes tomorrow. So we are going back to being mommy teacher, daddy teacher tomorrow. Well, I guess that's an interesting thing, right? So we should always look at the positive side of it. Okay, so with all this thing that is going on, it just occurred to me, funny enough, all the things that had always distracted us, going to movies, visiting friends, all the distractions, right? It's been taken away from us. You're not going out, you're not going to work, you're not going to, well, for our medical personnel and some people that still go to work, I appreciate them a lot. But basically all our distractions. Oh, I'm going to the movies. Oh, I need to see this friend. Oh, I need to catch up with this. I'm going for this meeting. Our distractions have been taken away. And we are left with this wonderful and awesome time to spend with our families. And for those who do not have families nearby or families yet, to spend with yourself, to discover yourself, to, do great things. So it's just funny. All our distractions have been taken away. So make the most of it, right? In this period and all, God, our attitude is everything, right? So how are you going to look at this? Are you going to sit and whine and be like, oh, this is not the best? No. Be in charge of this situation, right? Take charge of it. Do not allow it to control you. Control the situation, right? Bring out the best attitude. Let us see this as a positive thing, right? It's a time that you could learn something new. I mean, Juice Plus is always here for you to come on board, to own your own business, to become your own entrepreneur and do something good for yourself. It's also a time, you could take charge of your health. Juice Plus also has you covered on that. So let's develop the right attitude, right? Then we have the right attitude, we put the right action behind it. Coming up with the right action. Oh, I've discovered this thing. I want to come on board to develop my health. I want to come on board as a business person, own this as a business, try it and share it with others. That's action. So either ways, what betterment comes out of all this situation depends on our attitude and our actions. So I just want to encourage us to take the right attitude and apply the right actions, and this shall be to the betterment of all. So today, you see, I have the cucumber, I have the cabbage, and I have the tomatoes, because I'm talking about something very special today. We are talking about the Juice Plus Star Garden. Of course, I'll chip in here and there about all our other products, but I really want to take time to explain the Juice Plus Star Garden to us, right? So the Juice Plus Star Garden it's a very convenient way of growing crops. It's seen as the future of farming. Some countries, I think like in China, they're already doing that. And come on, it's good to think that way, because most farms now, studies have shown that most of the farms now, large farms people have, they're actually focusing more on livestock. So the pasture is for livestock, right? So there's a decline in food production, focusing on crop production. So most of the farmland is like growing feed for the livestock, right? And with changing cultures, because a time will come, most of the farmland is being reclaimed by construction, malls, new things coming up. So basically a time may come that, we don't have enough space to even farm anymore. So with the Juice Plus Tower Garden, I think it's the right opportunity to teach your children how to farm, how to grow their own farm. And it's something very interesting. I know kids would love that. And the advantage to you, of course, is that, you can put the tower garden in your dining, you can put it in a corner in your house, you can put it in any room, and then just go plug what you want, use it to make your fresh food. So, it's a good thing, right? So the Juice Plus Tower Garden is, Tower Garden was actually developed by Tim Blanc. And I used to work at Disney Epcot Center. So that's where he came up with this idea of growing food vertically without dirt, without soil, and anytime, right? So he worked on it, and I think sometime in 2001, Juice Plus bought the patent from him to be able to, sell this to individuals, to homes. So that's how we came about the Juice Plus Tower Garden. And of course, you know, Juice Plus is all about healthy living, plant-based nutrition and all. So of course, it's a good, you know, coming together. So the Tower Garden is just, it makes it easy for you to grow your own food. There's no question about, oh, am I buying organic, am I not buying organic? Because let's face fact, most of the products are termed organic. They might actually be, but then they still end up spraying or putting some things in them to preserve them. That takes away that, you know, basic component of it being organic. And besides too, you might even decide to want to grow your organic product, but depending on where you have your birds, if somebody is not growing organic and is spraying whatever on their own product, of course those whatever will get, you know, transmitted to your own product, and at the end of the day doesn't really make it organic anymore. But the Tower Garden is giving you that opportunity that you can grow your own vegetables, herbs inside your own home all year round, irrespective of -45 degrees or not. Get to pluck it, use it to cook, minimizes wastage, because I mean, you're just taking what you want, right? Otherwise, against going to the store, buying and storing, right? So that's what the Tower Garden is all about. It's very, very cost effective. You don't have to deal with soil, you don't have to deal with dirt, you don't have to deal with bugs, right? It saves space as well, because it's I'm gonna put up some pictures after the live video on my page. So it's more like a farming system that keeps you like focused. You don't have to do all the normal things. I know some people love gardening, you know, doing the dead thing, putting their hands there, but here and there. But it's not like the Tower Garden. You will still get to do that. It comes with a tower that you set it up yourself. It comes with the food, the nutrients you need to feed to the you know, to the plants. So the good thing about it is just that you are growing your own vegetable. You can grow virtually almost everything except things like onions and potatoes that still need to go into the dirt, right? But you have kale, your spinach, your peas, your tomatoes, your cucumber, you can. So you'll be eating healthy. And the way it works is very cost effective, because you get to make the payment if you want, a one time or over you know, 12 months. And with time, it actually pays itself out, because you are getting not just a sure source of, you know, vegetables, but you're getting it to do it by yourself and having the convenience to pay over time, right? And there's this study that was done by, I think, the University of Mississippi a while back, and it just showed that the same amount of crop grown on a 2x2 square, you know, gardening, that same crop, if you put it to grow in the Juice Plus Tower Garden, it saves, like, on the earth it will take you like 500 gallons of water, but with Juice Plus it's about 5 gallons of water. And then the convenience of that, you can do this in your house, and then you don't need to like think, oh, it's winter, I'm not able to grow my crops, oh, it's too sunny outside. No. So it's a very interesting thing, and it's a way of like teaching children how to naturally grow their own fruits, right? We need to teach these children how to do those things, to naturally grow their own fruit. Like I said, some places like China, they are really doing that. They are into it already. They are doing it commercial level. In America, we have some restaurants that on the rooftop, they do their own Tower Garden to, you know, get their own nutrient-dense vegetables to use for their products. So, guys, come on board. You can always ask me questions regarding this, but I just felt I needed to share it because most people are like getting very interested, and it's a very interesting thing, right? So imagine me, I need kale, I need lettuce, I need cucumber, I need tomatoes. I'm plucking it from my kitchen, from my dining, from a corner in my house. Yeah, is the convenience, is the cost effectiveness of it, and the fact that you're having the assurance that you're actually growing what you're eating. You're sure of the source. Everything comes back for you to be able to do that. So please get in touch with me. I can explain more, send you more videos, and give you more information about the Juice Plus Tower Garden. It's actually the future of farming, and we really need to teach this to our children, because like I said, I mean, the world is changing. It will time to come, because of culture, because of other things taking up farming space, we may not even have, you know, enough place to farm and grow. There's this movie I watched one time a while, two years ago, Seven Sisters. And I'm like, wow, whoever shot this movie, didn't they know about the Tower Garden system? Because it's like the world was in a place that there was so food shortage and everything and all. But if we have our own Tower Garden and we are growing our own food, and our children grow up seeing this and they are doing it, I mean, there's that confidence that I'll always be able to grow food, and it saves space, right? So guys, get in touch with me. Google it, search it up on your own, get more information about the Juice Plus Tower Garden. But trust me, it's the in thing. It's something that needs to be taught to our children. They need to cultivate this mindset of the future of gardening, okay? Alright, so I'll just dabble into some of our other products. You know me, I always say, someone like, hi, Edith, you can talk for Africa. Yeah, it's good to talk, right? Especially in a time like this. You know, I got a friend request on my Fitbit app, And the lady just wrote there that she's so lonely, this and that. And I just felt, I mean, what I just did, I just shared some resources with her, and what could just help her just stay sane and all. So this talking is helping me, and I believe it's also like helping you too, right? It's just a way of coming together, sharing my ideas, which I hope it helps, and also sharing the Juice Plus product. And while talking of that, I'm going to take a sip of my complete shake. Today I made the complete shake in a very different way. I threw in some kale, some spinach. I added milk, but remember our complete shake is non-dairy. So if you're somebody that does not tolerate dairy products, please don't add milk. But it comes in a way that you don't need to add milk. I just wanted to do that. So I added milk and just with my fruit and blended it together. It's so creamy and yummy. So come on board, get this product, right? Especially for most of us, we have kids. Like my daughter, I remember when we moved to North America newly, she had swimming, she had karate, she had ballet, and she was doing skating, right? And all this was cramped in one weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And most times, there was a time she told me, oh, mommy, I'm tired. So we had to think of dropping some programs, right? And now, thank God I have this Juice Plus. It's not like I'm going to cram activities into my daughter's life, but I mean, the sports she loves doing, she can still do them. I know I shared with us last week that I'm asthmatic. I grew up asthmatic, and my father was so desperate. He really wanted something in the right way to be able to take away the asthma. I grew up doing sports in my high, what would be called elementary, yeah. I was like one of the best. I did sprints and hurdles. I was so good at it. But at a point, I mean, I had to drop my sports that I love so much because of my asthma, right? Doing the sport, exerting myself was always triggering my attacks and everything. My dad was really passionate about helping me. And I just wish, I mean, if he had known about Juice Plus then, the story would have been different. Because trust me, I'm not bragging. I was very, very, I could do hurdles so well. I was very good at sprinting, So what I'm saying is that, we have children, we are putting them in swimming, we are putting them in skating, they are doing, soccer. Let's help these children. Let's begin to feed the right things into their body, because this will help them. It's gonna energize them. It's gonna build up their immunity. Like me, I mean, if my dad knew about Juice Plus, I trust him. He would have pulled them and do what he could to get that to me, and that would have changed. I wouldn't have had to drop my sport lifestyle. I would still have been on it, but I had to drop it because I mean it was interfering with my asthma, and all what my dad really tried, because he did try it. I took so many things. He hears this, he wants to try it, Well, none worked out for us then, so I just had to stop my sport side and so imagine if we had Juice Plus, if we knew there was Juice Plus, but imagine if my dad knew about it then, my story would have been different. So for our children that we're having them on sport, is it swimming, is it soccer, is it ballet, gymnastics? Let's start feeding them these things, the right things to energize them, to build up their immunity, right? To give them the strength and the energy to be able to do this sport successfully. You never can tell where this little sport story is what we are helping them do, where it's going to land them, right? So Juice Plus is just it. It's pure, it's natural, it's plant-based, guys, It's vegan, GMO-free, gluten-free, it's FDA approved. So this is packing you the right nutrients, the right food supplements, because really we are not there's one Juice Plus post that said we are not actually vitamin deficient. We are whole food deficient. We are not taking the right thing. The serving, if only we knew the serving of fruit and vegetable we are supposed to take daily, we are not anything close to that. We are not anything close to that. Like I always say, the Juice Plus brand, I didn't start this with, oh, I'm gonna talk to people about it. I was like, oh, Sade told me about it. It's something good. I'm gonna try it. I tried it. It worked, and I'm like, come on, babe, don't be selfish. Don't keep this to yourself. Share it with others. That's why you see me come. In as much as I'm promoting the brand. I want people to know about it. I want people to come on board because it has helped me. A friend was asking me the other day because I shared about my asthma, the testimony, and she was like, how did it help you to manage? I said, well, first and foremost, we should always remember most of the drugs we take, right? The basic things that are being put there is plants, right? They chemicalize it and put it. But these are pure natural fruit, vegetable, devoid of pesticide, devoid of anything chemical, harvested, harnessed, and presented to you in the way you should take. So, I mean, you're building up your immunity. And what is a good immunity? It just means that your body is stronger. It's able to resist so many things. It's able to fight back, right? So that's what it's all about. It's not like a medicine that is going to cure something. It's going to help you. It's going to boost up your immunity. It's going to help you, make your body fit. You know, your body is very fit and I can meet up to that challenge. That's what Juice Plus does for your body. And so when your immunity is high, I mean, it can easily like suppress and with time push away certain things, right? And even if you don't have a condition, just for the fact that you're getting this wellness about you. I mean, for me now, you know, it has changed my perception because my nails are so good now. I'm not going to think of fixing. I'll rather do wrapping. I mean, I'm loving the way it is natural, right? Your skin, you're waking up, you're energized, you know, you are doing things. I mean, so that feeling, I mean, it's something that we can't trade for anything, right? So I just want to encourage us, you know, for most people it's cost, but you know, I did a breakdown of this. Really, the amount you spend on pop and on chocolates per day, it's even higher than the amount that you pay daily for Juice Plus. Our products, yeah, there are different packages. Yeah, there's what we suggest, or you can take the fruit vegetable, but you could start off with the berry. Like me, I decided to start with the fruit and vegetable blend for myself and for my daughter and with Complete because I work out a lot, right? And it worked for me. And of course, with that, I'm gonna get the omega. I'm gonna get that. I'm thinking of getting the Tower Garden. So that's just it. You can start small. You can take just the berry. Oh, well, they've been saying this so much about it. Let me just try it. And trust me, because I mean, these things works, right? I've had 2 friends already. Like the other one was like, oh God, I don't know if this is Juice Plus, but she's certain it is because she's seeing changes she has not seen. I mean, she owns her body for over 40 years, so she knows when there is a difference that she's seeing for the first time. So, right? So you could just start with something. You could start with the Complete. If we are looking at cost, you could start with the Complete. You could start with the berry. You could just, you know, pick something and start. And when you see it work, I mean, nobody needs to preach or talk to you about it, right? So this time that we are in as much as, you know, I'm talking Juice Plus, I just want to encourage us. Let's put forth the right attitude, because our attitude actually controls our actions. It's not just about what we're taking. It's not just about our health. It's about everything. You know, let's maximize this time. We don't have distractions anymore. Our distractions have been taken away from us. So at this point, let's maximize all what we have. Let's have a nice time with our family. And let's remember that Juice Plus is something you could do either as a business. I mean, a side income, it's something nobody needs to preach so much to you about. And what a better side income that you don't need to do anything, work from home. You can work it alongside with your job. Or there are people doing it full time because they're getting mega bonuses, right? Imagine people getting $28,000 every month. I mean, if I get that kind of amount every month, I wouldn't need to work. I'll focus on that business. Yeah. So growth is, and the good thing about it is that it talks for itself, right? It talks for itself. You're seeing the changes in you. Other person taking it is telling you about the good things it's doing for them. So come on board. You can start with the Complete. You can start with the berry. You can start with the, you know, the Boost. There are so many products to start from. First of all, tailor it to what you feel you really need now, and then go from there, right? And then it's still, I'm zooming back to our Tower Garden, that if you are this person that you are so conscious about what you're taking into your body, which I mean, Juice Plus has really opened my eyes to that consciousness. You can actually grow your own crops in your own house all year round. Winter, summer, spring, fall, no, you don't need to bother your pretty little head about that. You can grow it at any time, in any corner, any space you want. Just leave it there, pluck it. Oh, I want to make a salad. Just go pluck your tomatoes. And the thing is, you plug it and it's going back. Get your cucumber. I mean, what could be more fun? And imagine the kids, you know, I guess they also love that, right? It's something to tend to. To them, it's like a pet, but it's a lifestyle you're developing in them. Because trust me, this is actually the future of farming, right? So please get in touch with me via my page ESUBOK. For those that have not yet liked my page, please do that. Or my Facebook page. I'm on Facebook as Edith Esubok and on Instagram as Edith Esubok as well. I love this product. It's working for me. It's not just for me. It's working for other people. Testimonies abound. Personally, I can attest to that. The friends that have, you know, come on board and other people, they are thirsting to that. They are seeing the changes. So don't just sit on the wall. Come on board and experience your own change. I always post product recipes on, you know, how to make a complete shake, even your capsules, and, you know, just take charge. Take charge. Thanks, Drew. I'm seeing you. Thank you so much for watching. So take charge of your health. Take charge of your family health. Teach your kids new things. Grow your own crop. Don't look at, oh, organic, it's not organic. Do it yourself. Be sure of what you're taking into our bodies, right? Because I mean, at the end of the day, the body it's what is making us able to do what we are doing. So I mean, come on, guys, it's high time we sit down and take care of that body. And it just boils down to putting the right things, right? It's not just anything you're putting in, because if you put in anything, it's gonna give you anyhow reaction. But if you put in the right thing, right? If you put in the right thing, it's gonna give you, it's gonna give you the right output. You look good, you feel good. Most people will be like, oh, you look so good, you feel so good. Yeah, I'm feeling good and good because I'm very confident in the things I'm putting in my body and the things I'm giving to my daughter. And for my daughter, like I was saying earlier about my dad trying to look for ways to deal with my asthma so I could continue doing my sport. And then we tried all what he could because we couldn't find anything to help manage the asthma. I had to stop doing sports. But for my daughter now, I'm giving her that platform, right? Because with Juice Plus, it's going to boost her immunity. It's going to take away all those allergies or whatever would have worried her, right? And things like asthma that is hereditary, right? I mean, boosting her immunity and all will make that not come up. Because you're building up our body, you're building up your body. So whatever you're looking at, is it just living well? Is it weight management? You don't have any condition even, and you just want to feel good. Be energized, because that's the good. Oh God, I'm so energized. Be energized. I mean, come on, but Juice Plus has that for you, right? And trust me, like most people will be like me. I didn't come on board on this to think, oh, I'll start marketing it. But I just felt, oh God, this is so good, right? What Sade told me about Juice Plus is true. I'm feeling it and even more. So come on, I'm not going to be selfish. I'm going to share it to others. Thank you, Drew, for saying I look radiant. Thank you so much. Yeah, so, I mean, I decided to share it, and I'm sharing it, and other people, like my friend that, I was like, thank you so much for believing in me and the Juice Plus brand. And she was like, thank you. I should thank you, Moses, for having this good thing and sharing it with us. So please don't just think it's a brand that I'm trying to promote. I'm trying to tell you what is working for me. I want it to work for you. I want it to work for your children. I want us to do the right thing for our health, right? And for our children too. At a young age, we need to start teaching them, because imagine giving your child Juice Plus and they are growing, seeing the benefit. Of course, they will keep doing that, and then they'll become more conscious. Because for me, like I said, my nails, I'm so done with fixing. Now I'm better, even if I want it's rapid, you are thinking good, you're thinking wellness, you're not thinking chemical, you're not thinking, damaging, right? So guys, tomorrow in North America, homeschooling. So I hope you all look forward to homeschooling your children again. We have to do it, right? Superhero mommy, superhero daddy. I mean, we can do all things, right? And like I said earlier, let's just have the right attitude. When we have the right attitude, it gives us the room to put forward the right actions. And when we marry the right attitude and the right action, of course, it always yields good and better results, okay? Our distractions have been taken away. Let's focus on our family, focus on ourselves, discover ourselves, do something new. I mean, we are going down in history. I saw one joke my friend posted on Instagram about there was a time when we had to stay home for 3 weeks, so you are not going for that party. What basically is just a joke of the lines parents will use in future, right, for their children not to go for a party or to go. And I was able to stay indoors for 3 weeks and counting. I mean, so why can't you just stay indoors today and not go for that party? And I'm like, I've borrowed that line already. I pray I don't have to use it. But then, because we're making history, right? So what do you want to remember this period for? Let it be the time that you took charge of your health, right? You decided to live well. You decided to bring in the Tower Garden and start growing this fruit that is doing good things to your family. You decided to come on board Juice Plus as a business or for personal use, right? Let that be something good. Of course, there are so many wonderful memories we'll have about this time. But let it be impactful memories, right? So please get in touch with me. Like my page. Follow me. I might be boring at times. Thank you for putting up with my boring self. But I hope you're really learning. You're not just listening. I really want you to research more on Juice Plus and come on board, okay? You can always hit me up with any question in ordering or about the product. You could do your own research, like I always say. Let it not be based on what Edith is saying. Do your own research and get more facts, okay? And you thank me later. We have presence in over 28 countries and counting. We are in almost all of Europe, in North America, and United Arab Emirates, right? you know. And like I said, you don't just need to buy all the products, you know, it's step by step. Like now I have this one, we have the granola bars. I'm getting that for my daughter. I mean, I'm kicking out this other, you know, store shelves granola bar. I'm feeding her the natural one, right? So we have so many things you could start with. You don't have to get everything at once, but start small. And then when you see the difference and what it's doing, trust me, you won't let go. You'll be sharing it with others. Okay, so I just decided to come by to just share the Juice Plus Star with you. I'll put up some pictures after my live video and to share Juice Plus complete. You see, because I was talking about the gardening today, so that's why I had these fresh cups, and then I also had, I have a shovel somewhere. I don't know where it fell to. And then I just want to quickly add, you know, when people are talking about cost, when you order a Juice Plus, for example, if you take this, if you want to order this, you know, you're getting for your children free, and then you're getting 4 of this and 4 of this, right? So that's what you're actually getting for 4 months supply. And why we try to make it 4 months is because, I mean, by 4 months you would have been certain and be very sure, oh, this is really what is working for me, right? So this is all what you're getting: 2 of this, 2 of the fruits, 2 of the vegetables for your kids. Then for you, you're getting 2 capsules of the vegetable, 2 capsules of the packs of the fruits. So come on, guys, I mean, it's good one for your money. Okay, so you take care of yourself, we all. Indeed, this too shall pass. Remember, even as you're sanitizing our hands and sanitizing, washing our hair and all, let's remember to sanitize ourselves with the word of God. Look up to God, the higher authority, right? That in this shall pass, and we'll all be safe and have good stories to tell. Thank you, guys. I love you all, and I look forward to sharing more times with you. God bless you. Bye-bye.